Hmm. YouTube, Glow Yard Gang. What's good, everybody? MFFLs. Welcome to a brand spanking new edition of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mass Production. Listen is the man that has to get his drink on before he goes in. It is your boy Real. And joining me is a man that seems to be calm, cool, and collected no matter the situation. And that's my boy King. What up, man?
Nothing much, brother. Tough one tonight. I know we got a lot to speak on, but it's still early. It's only 3 games into the season. It's not huge yet. Let's get into it, bro.
Yes, sir. Listen, guys, if you are new to the channel, if you enjoy math content as much as we do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And, excuse me, and if you're enjoying yourself, go ahead and hit that like button, guys. The like button will go a long way to help build up the algorithm to reach more math fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard gang here on the Glow Mass Production YouTube channel. So, King, you ready to get into it, man? It was a tough one for the Mavs tonight, man. It's a lot, like you said, a lot to take away from it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get to it, man. To do the people a favor, King, go ahead and tell them what that scope.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's 111 to 113 for the bad guys. New Orleans. Top performers, we have Luka with 37, 11, and 7. And CJ had 14 and 11 with one steal, I believe, as well. So uh, CJ didn't really go off on us. It was just a team effort. But we'll
Yep.
get into that, I guess.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into these stats. The stats tell the story. Dallas shot 50% from the field, 30% from three, 17 to 24 from the free throw line. New Orleans shot 57%, 44% from three, and 13 of 18 from the free throw line. um, this is one of those games that we talked about before, as far as you gotta take advantage of games like this, man. But we're gonna
Yeah.
get into all that, man. King, go ahead and give everybody your overall reaction of the game, man.
Trap game. I was hoping that these weren't the situations anymore for the Dallas Mavericks this year. I think we talked about this all last year, bro. Free bingo spots, as you like to call them. That's why I hate that term because with this team, there's never a free bingo spot. Um, but my major takeaways from it was a few things. One, first quarter defense was horrendous. That was awful. They caught us off guard. I feel like Jose Alvarado was just taking advantage of whomever was trying to defend him and pick him up. He was going to change the direction, and they just couldn't contain him at the beginning of the game. And the 3-point shots were ridiculous. I just felt like the Mavericks weren't prepared for this game. They were prepared for CJ McCollum. It felt like they weren't prepared for everybody else. This isn't the same Pelicans team as before. It seems. And on an individual base, I'll touch there next, I guess. Um, this 3 and D thing with a bunch of 3 and D guys, they we love Dodo, we love Reggie. I'll touch on the other guy that's a 3 and D guy allegedly just got paid, but uh, they can't do anything, man, with the ball. Like with the ball in their hand, it's ridiculous that you'd rather see them shoot a 3-point shot, which they may miss a wide open one, than drive to the rim and get like a layup with just a little bit of somebody contesting it at all. Reggie Bullock had a drive to the rim. He had to stop for some type of floater that hit the side of the rim. It wasn't good to watch. Maxi Kleber a few times under the rim, just like lay the ball up, uh, missing it, getting free throws and all, but it was just easy layups. He would miss at the rim. Um, So yeah, we need that third ball handler has bit us again. I feel like in another game. Um, Compazzo came in for a second, I guess. He didn't look really good the whole entire game, but fourth quarter he did a little something for a little bit, and then it just doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. That third ball handler looks like it's going. We just need someone else that can do something with the ball, like that actually can play and be reliable. Not a spot up guy, not a guy for emergency situations, but a regular guy that can dribble and do something with the ball. Um, that leads me to my next point, which is a kind of a combination of two things. It's two players. Maxi Kleber. First and foremost, we talked about it before the season happened when the extension happened and all. We said that was one of the most foolish extensions we had seen. Yeah, Maxi Kleber is not worth $11 million. Not right now. Maybe end of the year, but it's not looking like it from what I see right now. I don't think he'll be worth $11 million. Inflation or not, I don't care what anybody says. Reggie Bullock's making $11 million. Reggie Bullock is, you see, a guy we talked about earlier. Maxi Kleber is not on that level. That takes me to my last point. Jason Kidd has to solidify this team and these roles because Christian Wood is a dominant beast. Like, man, Christian Wood, and I don't understand it because he's putting in Maxi Kleber as if Maxi Kleber is playing better defense than Christian Wood. Maxi Kleber is getting demolished on that floor. Like, I mean, they kept playing him one-on-one with CJ McCollum, and CJ was just cooking him in the fourth quarter. So I don't understand. I know JK is trying to do the seniority. I don't understand it. Like, Christian Wood is like second in the league, I thought, before this game in minutes per 48 minutes. I mean, points, I'm sorry, per 48 minutes. He was averaging like 49, I think, per 48. Luka was on the list as well as fourth, I think. But you can't have a guy being the clear-cut number two. Like, I mean, he's far and beyond better than everybody else on this team other than Luka Doncic. I said he was a top 20 talent, I believe. I still stand behind it. The guy shot 80% from the field and 100% from the three-point line. Like, man, I don't know what is going on. You cannot put him in a game, get a lead, then take him out of the game, and then put him back in the game with like a minute and a half left in the fourth quarter just to try to do something. And then on the last play of the game, you take him out again to put Maxi Kleber back in the game. Yeah, Jason Kidd, he has some coaching to do. Like, this is 2 blunders in 3 games. This isn't Jason Kidd like from last year at least. So I think it really stems from that roster decision and him making promises. And we talked about that before as well, Ralph. So he has to make some type of decisions, man. There's no way. Christian Wood again played less than 30 minutes.
Yep.
And it wasn't a blowout. So
nope.
Yeah. So I'll let you take the floor, bro. I know you want to go deep into it and you want to cuss people out and all, but I don't understand.
Man, let me get myself adjusted here, bro. It's gonna be a long one. Let me see where I want to start from, bro. So, like you said, I'm gonna touch on a few things you said, bro. I'm gonna leave the obvious in here, leave that last. Stan Van Gundy pointed this out. If you watch this on, I think it was only on TNT tonight. Stan Van Gundy pointed out the fact that what you just said, King, is too many players on this team dependent on Luka. We talked about this ad nauseum a million times. We come up with the example of how Golden State played last year, where Steph Curry scored 15 points in a game and was only the 4th leading scorer, and he beat us handily because you have other people on the team where it's like, if it's like, a few seconds left on the shot clock, I'm not constantly looking for Steph to bail me out. I could put the ball on the floor myself and go get it. You know what I'm saying? That way it doesn't put my team in a bind. Go out there and get it. Like, it's like you're dribbling to look for Luka. And so with that style of playing, they played right into what New Orleans was wanted them to do. And they said that during the game at least 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Just having these guys who can't put the ball on the floor and go get their own. You talked about Reggie, you talked about Dodo, and you talked about Maxi. Those were the main 3 guys that cannot put the ball on the floor and go get their own. We're not asking you to go out there and be, Kyrie Irving with the handles or God Shamgar, anybody like that. We're not asking you to be that. We're asking you to be competent enough to where I'm not cringing when you put the ball on the floor and you go to the basket. That's all we're asking. You can't even do that. And so you saw Reggie hitting the sides of the backboard, Maxi looking lost, Dodo getting pinned to the backboard under the goal, all this old stuff, man. It's just like,
they're professional players.
You said what?
They're professional players. This is stuff that's embarrassing to the YMCA.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, King? Because when you said that, I started thinking back to the practice that we had, the one that was on NBA TV.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason Kidd had those drills where they're driving to the basket and taking guys one on one or whatever, being contested at the basket and all that.
Yep.
I'm thinking to myself, you were doing that in the practices. Then what's going on in the games when it counts? Supposedly you worked on that all training camp and all that stuff, but it ain't showing in the games. Because like I said, you get to the basket, you losing the ball, you getting your stuff pinned, whatever the case is, bro. You just don't look competent enough to go in there and score a layup. You know what I'm saying? And so, and it's not even just this game. I didn't see Reggie get still beat like 3 or 4 times, bro, so far this season.
Bro, none of
In
them can
layups or fast breaks or whatever the case is, bro. And it's just like
none of them can put it up. None of them can.
none
None of
of
the
them,
guys can
none
make a
of them.
contested layup. Not one of those guys that you trust one on one with one guy on
Yeah.
them to be able to make a layup.
So, like I said, that was one thing. Like you said, man. Look, I'm gonna say this too, bro. Speaking of promises, they promised JaVale McGee their starting position. Now, I understand why he's starting over Christian Wood. I understand. I do. What is he adding right now?
I mean, he was giving you love, presence, and all a little bit. I think the spacing a little messed up with it, just in general. Like I don't know. I feel like something is up. I wanted to touch on Spencer Dinwiddie playmaking as well. His playmaking has been pretty crappy. I didn't
Yeah.
touch on it earlier. Like I don't his scoring has been okay. His shooting the three is okay, but his like turnovers, like he isn't finding guys right. I feel like right now, as far as the assists, like Christian Wood was out there with him in the fourth quarter and wasn't touching the ball at all. Like he could not get the ball to Christian Wood, and it just didn't feel right. Then he threw the ball across court to Dodo out of bounds and all, and it came back the other way and turned the ball over again. So yeah.
Because remember, this is what I was saying to you last time, right? I was saying the fact that you want Spencer Dinwiddie to put pressure on the defense. Don't go out there. Listen, you're not John Stockton, bro. Okay, you're not John Stockton. Like you said, you turn the ball over and you try to be John Stockton. Your job is to put pressure on the defense, to draw attention from the defense. Then you find your guys.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or when you penetrate, you're dishing off to guys and they got easy dunks or layups.
Yep.
That's your job. You're not John Stockton. You're not Chris Paul. None of these other guys. You're not a point guard. You're a ball handler. That's what you are.
Yep.
And so, like you said, he's trying to be a point guard and he's turning the ball over. Like I said, offense, like the shooting and all that, scoring, that's cool. Cause what he had tonight, he had 24 tonight. Like he's been scoring. That's not the problem. Like you said, it's just his costly turnovers during the game. But no, what I was gonna say about the whole JaVale McGee thing, he just had those moments like the ball hitting him all in the hands. He's trying to do too much under the goal instead of just keeping it very simple. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to see a lot of the old JaVale McGee coming out, man, in some of these games, bro. And I get real cringy when he starts doing stuff like that. It's like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Luka gave you a simple pass. Just turn around and dunk it. We don't need you trying to fake it and put it on the floor and let all that finger roll and all that. That's not your game. Please keep it very simple, because when you start doing too much, you're losing the ball and all kind of crazy stuff, bro. That's not your game. And so, like I said, he only played 12 minutes, but it's just like, yes. In those 12 minutes, what did you do?
He gave you 8. Like, he gave you 8 though, bro. I mean, that's what.
No. He gave you 8. But think about it, King. Just think about it for just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Those minutes, those points. When Dwight Powell giving you that? Did you notice his defense out there?
He pinned one off he pinned like 2, didn't he? Didn't he get like 2 blocks?
He
had one block. Okay, he had 1 block in 12 minutes. That's what I'm saying is that JaVale McGee, I expect but he's JaVale McGee. Like, so we have a bunch of guys that are who they are. JaVale McGee is who he is. He's going to make. That's why he only plays 15 minutes or whatever. He's going to make butthead decisions and all. I saw some other guys saying they thought JaVale McGee was going to be nice. I thought he was too when he was in Washington, because he was just athletic and stuff like that. His basketball IQ never met the other stuff, if that makes sense. So 8 points, 2 rebounds in 12 minutes with a block. Like, if you just look at the numbers straight, bro, like that's all.
And that's the thing though, King. My thing is, it's the activity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to be the guy there were too many drives to the basket, the stuff that we killed Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell for last year. You supposed to be the guy that we brought in that Jason Kidd was just dying to start you for. We're
Yeah.
supposed to be the guy that's supposed to stop that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they ended up taking him out earlier than they expected him to take him out at the beginning of the game. For
I thought
that
that.
reason, it's like, bro, you got too many closing lanes, so now we got to go perimeter heavy by putting Maxi Kleber in the game.
I mean,
You know,
Valanciunas only got you 13 and 7. It was just they
well,
just
that's
did this
because
all right.
Valanciunas really didn't have to do anything today. We got killed by the other guys.
But Valanciunas set that up, is what I'm saying. Like a lot of his post play made let people cut. That's not JaVale McGee problem anymore than if he's playing
But
Valanciunas,
remember,
or what
too,
I'm saying.
King, when he started doing that, JaVale wasn't in the game no more.
I feel you. I don't think JaVale has been a letdown yet. I feel like he's doing what
I'm
I
not. I'm not
expect
saying
JaVale.
I'm not saying he's a letdown, but he has not been just that guy that we kind of envisioned him to be.
That's why he should
Like
be on the, that's
we're not saying go out there and be Dikembe Mutombo, but can you be Phoenix JaVale McGee?
he is. He's a bench player starting. That's the issue. So you look at him, don't
Oh,
look at him as a
okay,
starter. Christian Wood really is a starter. JaVale
you're right.
McGee is the bench player that's starting. He's supposed to be on the bench, but he's promised to start and roll. That's why I
Right.
look at JaVale McGee as a 15-minute. He plays 15 minutes. Like that's a quarter in 3 minutes. Like that's nothing. So and he played 12 minutes tonight, one quarter. Like you can only do so much in one quarter of play, and he doesn't touch the ball a bunch. So they give me 8-3-1. Like he gives me usually like 8-6 or whatever. Like his numbers are decent for his minutes and what you're giving him. It's just, it's Christian Wood, man. Like I want Christian Wood on the floor all the time. Like I know how he's
Listen,
trying to play it. Go ahead, the minutes off of Luka, whatever. Like trying to give Christian Wood that opportunity, but he got to give Christian Wood and Luka more time together, man. Like I don't know,
that's what I was about to
7 minutes at the
touch
same
on
time in the
next.
fourth quarter.
That's what I was about to touch on next. I don't understand. See now, King, we've been doing this show for a while, and we usually have our views on how certain things should happen, or players on the team, or who should get traded, or whatever, right? And a lot of times we say stuff, people kill us in the comment section, or they completely disagree with what we're trying to say. And then a lot of those times when we say this stuff, it comes to fruition. Like this is what we've been trying to tell y'all, right? Like you touched on at the beginning of the video, we talked about this with the whole Maxi Kleber thing, and people were kept saying like, "Oh, but that 11 million is nothing." It's like that's not even the point we're trying to make. The point we're trying to make is for why, as Chris Carr from the John Campbell show would say, for why did you sign him now? What was the importance of signing him now? Now you got him out here, and like King said, he's getting his ass cooked right now.
He's getting destroyed.
Getting cooked, getting outplayed, getting out rebounded, whatever you want to say. He's getting outdone totally on the court. And y'all signed this dude to 3 more years. No, I take that back. It's technically 4 because you got this whole entire year and then you got 3 more added. This
Bro,
is why we were saying, why are you signing him right now? Let's wait and see. I'm not saying don't ever sign him back, but let's just see first if that's what you really want to do. And now you got this dude in here, and he's playing in more significant more significant minutes than Christian Wood. This dude shot 80% from the field. Can you put Maxi Kleber in during crunch time?
80% from the field.
80% from the
You talked
field,
about
bro.
his 3-point going down last game, and what did he give you this time in 3?
100%.
100%, man, brother.
King, I listen.
Bro.
Y'all know Jason Kidd is my absolute favorite point guard to ever step foot on the court. My absolute favorite point guard. I will go to my grave with that. But some of the decisions he's making right now, I'm not with it. I'm sorry. I'm not with it. That's not to say Jason Kidd's not going to make adjustments. Not to say Jason Kidd's a bad coach. It's just that in 3 games, we said this after the
The
NBA
first game.
TV practice. We said this. It's like, yo, it was after that. Because, no, sorry, the first preseason game. We was like, yo, Christian Wood got something.
Yeah.
And now, of course, that's when we started hearing from Tim McMahon and all these other people like, oh, he might not be starting. He might not be closing out games. When you sent me that, and I was like, nah, that's not right, bro. That can't be right. He don't know what you're talking about. Why the hell would you have somebody that talented on your team and he does not close? All we've been hearing all offseason is, man, this might be the most talented guy Luka's ever played with. Why would he not close? So now, it came to fruition. He's not closing. He's barely closing. Like you said, you get you to help you get the lead. He's being he's taking pressure away from Luka to help him operate, and then bam, you take him out the game. You put Maxi Kleber in there,
Bro, it's like whenever this man touches the ball, I expect him to score.
bruh. I'm telling you right now, when he touches the ball, King, let me ask you a question. When he touches the ball, do you cringe?
Not at all.
Exactly.
I trust him to Euro. I trust him to do
Yep.
a step back. I trust him to
Yep.
shoot the mid range. I
Yep.
trust him to drive past someone. Whatever
Yep.
you tell him to do, I trust him to do it.
Post up,
Post up
take advantage of a
anything.
smaller guard,
Mismatch. If a
whatever.
little guy on him, he going to the rim, and if he misses it, the offensive rebound put back. Yep.
Man, I don't know, King.
Bro, is he
it's to the
not
point now, bro.
the season right now, bro? Is he not a top 20 player? Right now, from what you're seeing this guy do right now, his numbers, his efficiency and all, is he not a top 20 player?
He's doing exactly, King, what we said he was gonna do when we picked him up. We said, look, the dude was efficient on the bad teams. Usually, when you putting up numbers on bad teams, you're not efficient. You're shooting with a lot of volume. This dude's putting up efficient numbers on a bad team. We kept saying, what do you think he's gonna do when he played with a guy like Luka? We saw it in the smaller sample size when he played with James Harden. He's playing a whole entire season with Luka. We said this.
Remember, I told you his efficiency.
Yeah, you still on that fence or whatever of, you know what? I still gotta see it first. It's like, what? 80% from the field, 100% from three. The dude is putting up 20 something. He's damn near averaging a point a minute, and we still gotta see it, bro.
I told you that efficiency, Rel, that I believe that he would shoot like over 55% from the field this year and like 40% from three, and people were like, no, nah, he can't do that and all that. Yeah, he has Luka Doncic now. You saw many he gets buckets right at the rim. Like they just pass it to him under the rim. Luka gives it to him and like just go up. So it's easy buckets he's going to get. Christian Wood is like one of the most talented players the Mavericks have ever had. That's how talented Christian Wood is. Christian Wood is putting up 23 and a half off the bench in 3 games on less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Andy. He definitely has Roy Tarpley type of skill.
Bro,
I'm talking about the size, the handle, the rebounding, the scoring, the mismatch ability. Like he has all that. Like I'm watching this game, I'm watching his game in these 3 games, and I'm picturing Roy Tarpley just like what Andy said. This is Roy Tarpley.
He's locked in defensively. Meaning he's actually giving effort on, bro, he's a better defense this year. This year. Don't kill us in the comments and don't kill me. This year, in 3 games, he's a better defender than Maxi Kleber.
I was just about to ask because everybody keeps saying like, "Oh, Maxi's a better defender." That's why they got him in there.
And
How much of a difference have you been seeing these 3 games from Maxi and him in defense?
I've seen Christian Wood. They were highlighting it during the halftime show and all, stopping Devin Graham and all that from Devontae Graham. I'm sorry, from shooting threes and all, and then stopping him under the rim to hold his dribble and all that. Maxi Kleber's out there getting cooked by any perimeter player. I'm gonna ask you one more question, bro. Mm-hmm. When the last time you seen Maxi Kleber dunk?
Remember that one time?
No, I don't. So that's what I'm saying to you. When the last time, like I questioned it during the game, does he roll anymore at all? Why are we paying him a contract then? Why?
Man, remember we said that in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, he no longer rolls anymore. He just pops. Yeah. He can't roll and dunk anymore. Injuries have taken the best out of Maxi Kleber. The Mavericks should not have paid him the money. I'm sorry, guys. I loved Maxi Kleber as well. It's my wife's favorite player. He's my wife's favorite player. All of that. It is what it is. Like Maxi's not getting any younger. He's a type of player where he's not gonna get much better. Like he just gets efficient for what they do. Like all of the Mavericks, all these guys, these 3-and-D guys, just get more efficient. That's the main thing that happens. He's on the downside of his career. We shouldn't have signed him that contract. And I know we talked about that, Real, and we stood behind it. And I'm glad we did because we seeing what's going on. Like right now, Maxi Kleber is Bertans out there.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Shots. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it's as simple what it is. He's Bertans out there. He's the guy I don't want playing right now. Right now, between the guys playing, he's the guy I'm like, I don't want Maxi Kleber playing right now. I don't. He's horrible. His shot isn't like in. It's just I don't know what he's good at anymore. Like that's how I feel right now. Like he's out there and it's like Maxi was already overachieving. He was an excellent, interior. I just think injuries got him, man. I think injuries bit Maxi as well.
And you know what's crazy, King? We talked about this, right? We were like, I think this was on a round table. We talked about it, and I said, look, Now that you got these other guys, you got the Javales, you got the Christian Woods, that's gonna start sliding guys down to their proper order, right? We're thinking, okay, Maxi's gonna slide down to an order where it's like we don't really need you like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you sprinkle in your little production here and there, and it's cool. Like the same way you talk about with Tim Hardaway, like yo, Tim Hardaway get you a little 12 or 13, that's cool. It's not like, man, I need you, Tim, to get 18 to 20. It's not that anymore, right? So you kind of thinking the same thing with Maxi. You thinking like, yo, Maxi, all you gotta do is just hit a
Play
Tommy bucket
defense.
here or there, bro. That's all you need to do. Just pick your
Play,
spots. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, because whatever you do is not something that we just have to have. It's an addition. You know what I'm saying? Look, little whipped cream, a little sprinkle on top of the cake or whatever, or the ice cream or whatever you want to say. And we think that's what's gonna happen, but then it's like you getting thrust right back into the same role that you had last year. It's like I thought we were past that. Why
right.
did you promise JaVale McGee this starting position, and then why did you pick up a talent like Christian Woods for this remote and this drinker I got right here?
I don't know why Maxi is playing these minutes. I don't know why Maxi should be having like 4 shots a game, and we were hoping he go like 2 for 4, like 3. That's like a
Yeah,
Maxi Kleber game, play good defense. That would have been fine for
and,
him
and,
to
and
do that.
King, that would be fine.
That would be
That would be
perfectly
good.
fine on this team.
Yeah,
But bro, I'm
yeah.
telling you that third ball handler thing is bothering me. Like I don't even know if we'd want to date with Tim Hardaway Jr. on the team.
Listen,
We
this is
we
another
need
thing.
the third the JB piece is missing. It's different roles like that points. Just because 14 points and 14 points are the same, it's just pieces of the game. Like that turnover prone stuff I'm saying with Spencer Dinwiddie, who's the guy that makes that right or whatever. It'd have been the guy we had last year. Like we don't have that role. That's what it is. It doesn't have to be that guy. Just we need somebody to fill that role as that person that composes the game beside Luka Doncic. So when he needs a rest, we got another guy that can be out there and be PG. We don't have that.
Man, another thing too I was gonna take out of this. I hate to be nitpicking, bro, but Luka got to stop jacking up that many threes, man.
Bro, he has to stop threes. I don't know why he's shooting threes at all.
Bro, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. Like you, I think you said this on the last show. Like the dude is dominant in the paint. Like there's nobody on that team, that nobody in the league can stop him when he gets to the paint. He can do whatever he wants around the rim, bro. From the rim to like 10 feet out, maybe 15 out. Like he can do whatever he wants. And it's like you bail the defense out when you do those step back threes.
Yeah.
And it's like I think you said this probably like this summer or whatever in one of the videos. You were saying like he wants to do like that little knockout punch, like that type play when he does like step back threes. Like bro, it's like you have a rhythm where like you didn't kill them 3 or 4 times in a row in the paint, and it's like you stop that momentum by shooting a step back 80-foot three or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like bro, just continue to keep going in the route of they can't stop you, which is in the paint. They
Yeah.
can't stop you from getting to the paint. You can't.
No one.
Anybody that they put on you, you bodying them, you're rolling cats up, you're taking the big guys off the dribble,
Yep.
whatever the case is, bro. That's what they can't stop you on. And you hear Stan Van Gundy saying that the whole time during the game. It's like to Luka continue to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because he airballed 2 of them.
Yeah.
He shot like 4 of them like short. It kept like barely grazed the front of the rim, and it's just like, bruh,
Bro.
like
I'm,
that's a momentum killer when you do that. It's like, bro, just don't have to shoot that many threes,
I don't understand why he doesn't just drive to the rim all day long. And
bro.
then
That's what I'm saying. They cannot stop you.
if he keeps doing that and when they start packing the paint, that's when you shoot the wide open three because they're going to be backing off of you and packing the paint. You can get the wide open, easy one then. But he's like just
Yes.
bailing them out and doing that step back. And I'm so tired of the last play of the game when we need a game winner being that same play. Luka Doncic step back to the left. I'm so tired of that being the same play we do every game, man.
And you know what? You know on that too, King. Um, maybe the first one, I do agree with you on both. But on the first one, you probably had a little bit of excuse because they didn't have a timeout, so they had to go out there and do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with this one, you had a timeout.
Yep.
Why didn't they actually have 2 options, either be Luka or Spencer? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand that, bro. It's like
Why would you take Christian Wood out of the game? Why would you take Christian Wood out of the
that
game?
too?
Why would Christian
That
Wood
too.
with
You know what
3
I'm
seconds left? You just have Luka Doncic on the court as the only option. Man, I don't know. sorry guys. I don't know though. I'm flabbergasted, as they say.
I don't know, bro. Like we talked about this too. If you want to be that team, you have to see teams like this. This league right now, this conference is too good, bro. To the point like it's gonna probably end up being like separated by like 3 or 4 games between like 1 and 8 this year, or maybe even 1 and 10
Yep.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so it's games like this you have to capitalize on. These games like this are the ones that help you position yourself.
Yeah.
So whatever you go head to head, well, damn, I lost against Phoenix. I got New Orleans, Orlando, New York in a row, so I can kind of position myself with those games since I just lost to them. That way I can kind of make up that game with those 3 games to catch back up to that team. You know what I'm saying? Like then, and they're not. We talked about this before. We thought maybe they turned the corner. You would think like, oh, you learned from last year, the second half of last year, and you learned from the playoffs. It's like, bro, this is what we now know what we need to do to take that next level, and they're not doing that. Now, like I said, a lot of it has to do with the players kind of not executing or whatever, and it also has a lot to do with Jason Kidd and the coaching. It's like we said before. I've said this. I don't understand what this trepidation is with Christian Wood not giving this guy a chance, or oh, we gotta see it first, all this old type of stuff. Oh, it's his attitude. Let me ask you about matter of fact about the attitude. Did you see the clip that went viral of the 2 Houston players getting into it?
Yes.
Hmm.
I know. That's why.
Bad team with 2 players getting into it.
Yeah.
But it was Christian Woods though.
Yep.
Interesting.
It's always the guys that try to be the leader that always get seen as the bad guy. But
Yep.
C Wood though, man. I've changed my stance on C Wood. Not on C Wood, but the idea of C Wood. Bro, he got to start. He got to start. We can't keep saying he needs to be on the bench and we can play this role. Bro, he too good. Jason Terry, that's a different story. That's a fringe, borderline all-star guy. He's like the first guy cut or second guy cut that didn't make the team and all that. Nah, bro, Christian Wood is too good. He has to start. Luka Doncic and Christian Wood, I think, putting up almost 150 points per 100 possessions. That means in 100 possessions, every time they get the ball, they putting up almost like 1.5 points, almost 2 points. That means they're almost unstoppable when they're on the floor together. They have to start. You
know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that, King? Didn't we talk about this over the offseason?
Yeah.
We talked about the 2-man game.
They're gonna be unstoppable.
The numbers show that, bro. You put these 2, like you just said, you put these 2 in the game together, bro. That's it.
They're complementary. It's ridiculous. It works. It's street clothes. It's street clothes 2.0. He's the version of street clothes that we wanted. He's that guy. So
that King, they forced that down our throats.
Yeah.
We asked them stop doing it, but with this, it's working. But no, we need to go ahead and put Maxi in here. That might work better. It's like,
bro, they will both drop 30 a game if he starts. I don't even think I'm past the 25 a game with C Wood. C Wood gonna knock on. He's knocking on over 25 if he starts. If he starts, C Wood getting like 27 a game, bro. I really believe that. If he plays 30, whatever, 35 minutes, why wouldn't he? You think he can't get 27 on 35 minutes? With Luka Doncic going back and forth?
Kid needs to take notes from Nelly on the fact that you saw at the end of games what Dallas was doing under Nelly.
Yeah.
Don Nelson, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, the former coach of the Mavericks. He played, I'm talking about 2-man game to death with with Nash and Dirk. It was them 2 touching the ball at the last 5 minutes of the game. That's who the game was going through. Was those 2. Yeah. How Shaq says jump hook to death. 2-man game to death. It was them 2 touching the ball the last 5 minutes of the game, and you either gonna win or you gonna lose with that. A lot of times it's winning because they won like 50 games plus in that little stretch they were together. But like you said, you see these 2 together. You cannot stop these 2 when they're on the court together. I don't understand if you see it's working. Why do you go away from that? But I guess that answers my question because he did the same thing in game 1. It's like the dude got you 16 points in a row. You sit him down for God knows how long, and you don't put him back in the game until like the last minute of the game. You know what I'm saying? And so, look, man, Kid got some soul searching to do, man. I hope he it clicks with him. I hope he gets this right before it's too late. But it's just like, bro, come on, man.
bro, it's gonna be
Like we can see this at home. I know you see it. You sitting on the side, bro. It's like I don't, you know what
he
I mean?
sees it.
Like
He has to start. He got to trade Christian Wood and JaVale McGee. They have to switch positions. They got to. That's just the way it has to be. JaVale McGee need to be the guy that just gives Christian Wood spells off the bench when he's tired. That's JaVale McGee's role. That's what he should be. Like anywhere else he's been or whatever, they need to make that switch. I hope he does it. Man, I'm gonna tell you something that's a crazy hot take that from what I've seen. Brother Christian Wood could possibly be more skilled than AD on the offensive tip. On the offensive tip, we're not talking about defense, brother. This guy Christian Wood is amazing. It ain't sinking in yet because we just getting this dude in like spurts of what's going on. This guy is it might be the best big man shooter. We talk about Carlton Towns. This guy Christian Wood is a machine from the 3-point line. I'm talking about a guy in his face, whatever's going on. This guy is a beast. So his numbers are stupid right now. Look at his efficiency. It's stupid. But it is what it is, man. I've never seen it like that. I've never seen a team underutilize somebody that's dominant. I've never seen that ever. Like this guy is dominant. Like right now, we have Luka Doncic, but brother, like he is on another level. He's looking like one of the best players in the league. That's how good he's looking, and we're trying to sit him. And at some point, if this keeps making an issue, so he's happy when you're winning. If we start losing though, and we keep doing this to him, and he's gonna be like,
yeah,
why do you keep taking me out the game and we keep losing the game? Why are you doing this? So, Jason Kidd, you got to fix it, man.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Who you giving the game ball to tonight, man? I know we haven't been giving the game balls out, but who you giving it to?
Christian Wood.
I echo that sentiment.
Yeah, I'll give it to C Wood. I know Luka was came out hot, but Luka was doing some dumb knucklehead stuff. Like it seemed Luka's getting numbers, but it's little things in the games that Luka's not that he messes up on. It's like he's hurting his case too. I told you again. I hate that he's nasty.
Yeah, I was
games.
I was thinking that today. I'm like,
case, man. I don't know why he loves to do that, but it's still his numbers are still awesome enough where we just got to start winning games. He's keeping his numbers straight, but like today he was hurt as well. Like that's I didn't think we talked about that either. Like Luka hurt his ankle, so I hope that's okay. He stays hurt, so it looked like a little nick, but he was like slow down on defense. I'm surprised the Pelicans didn't even go more at him on offense. They tried to, but he was like falling down all the time. His ankle was hurting him. So I hope he's good. But brother, I think C Wood can win games for us. Like if Luka had to miss a game and they actually ran through C Wood and just said, "Come on, man," I think he can win games for us. It's times where Luka goes on the bench. We were down in the first quarter until he came in the game.
It's funny you said that because in the third quarter when Luka was out, Stan Van Gundy mentioned that it's like he don't know why they didn't go through Christian Wood towards the end of that third quarter going into the fourth.
Bro.
No, I'm sorry. It was the fourth quarter. The beginning of the fourth quarter.
He didn't get the ball.
Quarter.
Spencer Dinwiddie didn't get the ball to C Wood at all.
Yeah.
He kept trying to post up and get it, and Spencer would go around him the other way and like jack up a three at the end of the shot clock. He was making a few of them. I'm not going to get mad at him because Spencer was making a couple big ones. But it was certain times just like you got to go through. Like C Wood is a mismatch all the time. Like you're hunting for a shot. C Wood is a mismatch. Give the ball to him and let him dominate. I don't know. They still got to get it together, man. That's still camaraderie and chemistry as well. You feel me? We still put a major piece in the play. So it's like they're gelling right now. That's why I'm not all like down and all. I'm still even killed because I still believe in Luka Doncic. Like we'll be fine. It's just the Mavericks is what we go through every year, right? Don't we? I mean, it is.
And that's what I was trying to avoid, bro. It's like
I know
this year. It's like
I hope this year will be different, but it's the Mavericks, man. Like it is what it is.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to these questions and these comments, bro.
Yes, sir.
See what the fuck's talking about tonight.
Listen,
y'all know the routine.
They probably talking about JK tonight.
I know the routine, man. Go ahead and hit us with the WTM, guys. If you have any questions or any comments. I know a few y'all new, don't know yet, but we addressed the question in the comments with the WTM. We'll take a few of the new ones here that don't have it right now, but from this point on, we're gonna do the WTM at WTM, guys. Because we answer every single question. We'll be here literally all nights.
Yeah.
All right, King, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. How often? Hold up, before we start. How many times you think Jason Kidd name gonna be brought up?
Yeah, I can't even call it. It's gonna probably be brought up enough. Thomas, what's good, Thomas? Yeah, we
What up,
talked about
Tony?
this earlier. He said y'all already heard my thoughts. He said something is wrong in practice or on something's going on in practice where Woods don't perform well at the end of practice games. He said nevertheless let Woods play closeout games. Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. He doesn't.
I don't know either.
According to Tim McMahon, he doesn't even touch his white side of his jersey. So, like, this was already set before even practices, Thomas. Like, I sent Rel this a while ago. I don't know if I sent it to the whole group. I just sent it to Rel, I think. Where Tim McMahon was saying the guy was asking him even before, like, the preseason and all. Or Christian was going to be ending for them and all. He was like, I'm not sure about that one. He was like, huh? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cowboys Factor says, why did they let us down yet again? I don't even know, man. Like I said, it's games like this. You need to win these games. You need to win these games to position yourself. Because you already lost one to Phoenix already that you should have won. So make up for it by winning this game. Especially without their two leading scorers in there. You know what I mean? So, Johnny B, what's good, man? He says 2 out of 3 games have been choke jobs, losses that can come back and bite us later on in the standing. Yeah, like last year.
Yeah.
Like last year, we had a couple of them games last year, Johnny, where you need to capitalize on this game, man, or it's gonna come back and bite you in the butt, like you said. So yeah, you're right. Which is why I'm upset, man, because this the game, not this game. You had a easy, not easy. I don't want to say easy, but you had an opportunity to capitalize on a game like this. Look how you did Memphis. You can't do this to New Orleans without Brandon Ingram and without Zion. Like, come on, bro. And see, like King said at the beginning of the show, like CJ McCullough wasn't out there just killing us like that.
No,
Y'all held him to like 13, 3 for like 14 or whatever it was at the beginning of the game, man. So,
bro, why did they take Dodo off him in the end?
Man,
Why did they put Maxi Kleber on him? What? Man, I'm out of it. I don't understand. Like, that's why I'm not too bad on Dodo. I feel like Dodo did a good job as far as defensively. Reggie Bullock let us down defensively, I felt like Maxi Kleber did.
Cowboy Fat says agreed. He said, as Luka, Doncic can't hit game winners to save them. Yeah, and it's not that he can't hit game winners. It's like the game winners that he's choosing to shoot.
Yeah, them long step backs, and he was already like
Some
2
long
for
step
9.
backs. It's like
He was already like 2 for 9 before them. Like, why?
He also said I thought he was able to hit those type of shots, and not saying it should come down to that, but still, yeah. But I don't know that last shot in this game. I didn't like that shot.
Yeah, I didn't.
It just looked funky from the beginning of from the ball being inbounded to when he caught it and released it. Just the whole entire play just looked funky. I don't know. The first one in the first game he shot, he did a step back like he didn't know what he wanted to do with it, and then at the last minute he did a step back like 50-footer or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's a choice of shots because we've seen him hit plenty of game winners. But a lot of the game winners he was shooting, he shot him in rhythm.
They should in any situation like that, bro. They should always have Spencer Dinwiddie and what's his name, Christian Wood out there with Luka Doncic. Like, there's no reason. Truthfully, if Tim Hardaway's there as well, like, I think by the end of the year the closing lineup would be fine. Like, if in situations like I played 2K today. I think Johnny B was actually messaging me while I was playing 2K. But I had a lineup. I was like, man, I want a bunch of offense. What can I put in there? And I was like, oh, Luka, Spencer Dinwiddie, Tim Hardaway Jr., maybe a Christian Wood, and then whoever you want to put. You can put JaVale McGee in there if you just want rolls, like a nice roller guy, whatever. Maxi Kleber if you want to, whomever, Dodo. But, like, I think that's a lineup that actually gives fear in a closing team as far as who I have to defend out there. Somebody can do a little something. So,
and I look out and go and get it.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine as far as it's just Jason Kidd. It's Jason Kidd right now. Jason Kidd is not doing his job right. It is what it is. So he has to turn it around. It's J Kidd.
Yeah. Johnny B says those minutes when Luka is on the bench, Wood needs to be the focal point of the offense. Yeah, and that's what we were saying, Johnny. Like, and even Stan Van Gundy said that during the game in the fourth quarter. It's like they didn't even go through to Christian Wood in that situation when Luka was on the bench, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the second best player on the team, bro. And it's like they just like. They treat him like Dwight Powell or somebody. No, I take that back here. Even when Dwight Powell's playing, they treat him better than that. You know what I'm saying? But they treat him like Darvin Bertans or somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Bro.
The efficiency this dude's playing with right now, man. It's just like you need to take advantage of that, and they're not doing it.
He's way better than everyone else. He's way better than everyone else.
King, you might want to answer this one. Is Bullock a long-term guy or a trade piece?
Probably a trade piece. If it's
Yeah,
not
I say
if
trade
it's not
piece
championship right away, he'd have to become a trade piece. Is his age.
because I believe Bullock is 30 now
He's only
or
30.
31.
I thought he was older than 30.
He's out of 30 or 31,
Okay,
I think.
but yeah, he could be a trade piece. I mean, bro, you got to get somebody in here that can handle the ball. Hope you need a type like an old school Robert Covington right now. That would have been decent. Somebody can play defense, but
Or
actually
like
still.
Tom's been talking about for the longest, that Jeremy Grant trade.
Yeah, but Jeremy Grant, I'm saying that's a higher level. Like Jeremy Grant would be obviously playing with that would be amazing. But now that I'm saying you have Seawood and Luka, like you need at least like a Robert Covington type guy that could do a little something else. He can pump, fake, and drive past somebody and get to the rim.
Yeah.
You feel me? Put
Like
the
I said,
ball on
not
the floor.
asking you to be
No,
ain't asking be
just
Kawhi, just
just drop, pump, and if nobody's in front of you, be able to dribble to the rim and lay the ball up.
Johnny says Woods after 3 games is up to 88 million for 4. I'm surprised you didn't say higher than that, Johnny, but we'll take that. That's cool.
He's going up, but he's going to get at least 100. Johnny B. Watch.
Frank was good, man. He said I saw apparently Bleach Report made a trade ideas for every team. Mavs had Bertans, the White for Haywood. No picks. Yes for
Oh,
me.
heck yeah! If we
I'd
can
take
do that,
that right. Not right now, but right now.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would take that. He says no idea how the money will work, but Haywood isn't a 3 and D, but he is a straight bucket, not just a 3 point specialist. Yeah, and he can facilitate a little bit too.
Yeah. But
He's definitely a ball handler.
Gordon Hayward's not a bad defender though.
I mean, just get him in the system and we'll work with him.
Yeah, he's actually pretty athletic for a white guy.
And that way you could take a lot of pressure off of him being the guy, man. That way he'll stay healthier longer. Take that pressure off of him. Just come in and just play your natural game.
Yeah.
Frank says I didn't get to watch, but I heard McGee sucked. So should we go after Turner if it means a first?
Nope.
I don't want to give a first for Turner.
Nope.
Not for Turner. I probably would have rather had Turner though, but no, I don't want to give a first for Turner. I want to say that for bigger fish. Brola said, do y'all feel once the Mavs start having less days between games, playing back to backs, and every other nights they will be more consistent? Um, that could probably help. That could probably help. Get more playing time together on the court in actual games.
That preseason, another bad decision by Jason Kidd this year. 3 preseason games for a new roster piece. He's not on a good track so far this year. I'm not knocking him. I'm not saying fire him. I'm not saying he's a bad coach, like Ralph said earlier. I'm just pointing the facts out. It's 3.
Jay, what's good, man? He said this loss was worse than the Phoenix loss. Yeah. He said, how do you let New Orleans beat you without Zion and Ingram? Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, it's games like this you need to capitalize on. These are the games you help position yourself. This would have put you at 2-1. I don't know where we at right now if we'd have been 2-1, but You get you got these type of games early. You take advantage of them. Like
Yeah,
it's like as if like this same issue that we had last year is like, oh, such not playing, and we can just walk in here and win this game. It's not the mind frame that you need to have. Treat every opponent as if, like I think Jason Kidd said it in a press conference before the game. He said we're gonna treat this as if those guys are playing. You know what I'm saying? And Dallas didn't do that.
yeah.
They came out just like, whatever. We'll get them. We'll get them. And then New Orleans saw that and capitalized on it. As soon as it tip ball, they were just the whole time. It's just like, bro, come on, man. And Dallas is a better defensive team than what they were tonight.
I don't even think they were bad defensively though. Just the first quarter. If you erase the first quarter, it was like they played awesome defensively. I thought.
First quarter and first half of the second quarter.
First half of the second quarter. What did they end up at the half? Didn't they end up with like 64?
Yeah, 64-66. Dallas had a couple of them runs at toward the end of the quarter.
Yeah, but like they had 40 in the first quarter, so they held them to 26 in the second quarter. That wasn't too bad. I go for 25. That's my number. I want you to get 25 or lower. But they got 26. That's what I'm saying. I didn't feel like it was too bad other than the first quarter. That 40-point first quarter was horrible. To a team with neither one of their top two guys. That was horrible.
Steven says, let me get this out the way. He says Wood isn't a true number two. We need a real Robin to contend.
Oh man,
I'll go ahead. You go.
I don't have nothing to say. I'm about to say we can go to the next one. I don't have nothing to say on that one.
Yeah, I disagree on that one, man. Like I said, we don't know if he can be a true number Robin if you don't give him the opportunities.
He's not a true.
I mean, like I said, he putting up Robin type of numbers very efficiently over the last these first three games. So I mean,
he's not a real Robin. Like he's playing better for us than Street Clothes. I don't know what more. What's a Robin? Like, give me somebody's number two. He's playing better than Zach LaVine. Give me another number two. Keep going. Give me any number two. What number two is playing better than Seawood right now?
Like I said, put him in a better position.
Jaylen Brown.
As far as not sitting them in the crunch time and all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
Going through him while Luka's on the bench, stuff like that.
Bro, go through him in the fourth quarter. You feel me?
I already told you. Take a page out of Nelly's book. Do the two-man game with those two. With Luka and Chris Wood, your two best players. Do the two-man game.
That guy is so good. I don't mind him shooting the last shot. That's how good Christian Wood is, I feel like. I want to see him do that. Like, why aren't they giving him the chances to do all this stuff? I don't know.
Maybe like what Thomas said, I guess.
Yeah.
Wendell said even the Bulls with Robin didn't win every game. This team is playing hard and will win on most nights.
I still believe
that. You right, Wendell. But the Bulls with Robin also won 72 games. Yeah, so they didn't lose a lot.
They did not. I don't think any of those years.
I was about to say that too, but I think after that they won like 67 or something. I don't think
they won under 60 any of those years, did they? Even last dance years, so. Did they get under 60? I think they still had 60 last dance. I think all 3 years they had 60.
Yeah, I think they won like 65 or something.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they 72, like 69.
Yeah, all 3 years
63 or something.
They won over 60 games. So yeah, I mean they were losing to some suspect teams, but you can step away for a second when you win in 72 games.
Yeah. Steph says Shaq and McGee. Yeah, man.
Y'all be going hard on them 8 points in 12 minutes.
Like I said, it's not just the points. Like you said with Luka. Yeah, Luka putting up the points, but it's just like that impact. Like it's something that's missing from the impact is what I'm saying with him.
Yeah.
Like we was talking as if like he was gonna be the upgrade from the White Powell. And it's like you still kind of feel like you doing the White Powell type of things, bro. What is this, King? What is this?
I don't know.
Golly, man. It's one of them nights.
You over there making spider webs.
I guess so. Oh, my wife says, hi, babe. Hi, King. He said, love in the background overlay. Y'all looking professional out here. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, babe. Thank you.
She's officially Madam Rel now.
Well, you're not sleep, though.
Madam Rel.
wonder why she not asleep. Uh, Teflon, what's good? They fucking been a minute for Teflon. Said, man, Josh Green looking the same. I had hopes after the offseason hype, but he still won't shoot the ball. He has zero confidence in his shot. I forgot about Josh.
I don't. I always see things a little different. So I don't. I'm not disappointed in Josh.
Did Josh play?
I just feel like Josh. That's what I'm saying. Like they're not deciding to run Josh like that. So
He played 13 minutes.
Even that's he got a bucket.
I didn't even know he was out there.
Yeah, he did. Got a putback and all that, or underneath bucket and all. He made a steal. Like Josh just not playing that many minutes. That's the thing about it. Like you can't expect a bunch from these guys playing 13, 10, 12 minutes and all. These guys are going to be not touching the ball that much. So I just think I thought Josh was playing decent defense when he was playing. Like he just don't get the ball much. Like I don't know. It's looking like it's gonna be his last year though. Oh no, they already picked up the option, didn't they? They picked up the option for next year.
Yeah, they picked up the option, yeah.
So it looks like next year might be his last year though. He's gonna be trade bait. He's probably gonna be a trade piece.
Probably. Brolin says, I hate to take things too far here, but it sounds like Luka and Wood and Green are the only players that worked on their game this summer. I mean,
those guys are what they are though. I didn't expect much from everybody else. Like Dodo, I didn't think he was gonna start being a ball handler or something. Like, nah, I just thought he was what he was. His efficiency.
But the thing too about that King is Dodo was talking as if like he worked on that this offseason and he was gonna handle the rock a little bit more this offseason. And I still cringe when he dribbled the ball. I'd rather you just catching and shooting, sir. I don't like you trying to be.
Can you agree with
Paul
this?
George or somebody?
Has his ball handles gotten better since he got in the league?
I mean, it seems like the same to me.
You think it's exactly the same? You don't think it's a little better?
I guess if you wanna say 0.00001% better, then yeah.
I feel like when he first started, he couldn't dribble the ball at all. Like he wasn't pump faking, putting the ball down. He couldn't do that left hand dribble off of that. Like I feel like he couldn't dribble at all. Right. It took him 7 years to learn how to do that. So that what I'm saying, not to make it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but just understand.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta do it.
No, you can't do it.
I gotta do it. Shots. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying it took him 7 years to get where he is right now. And that's why I'm saying every year, even if he increased at the same rate, he's not going to get at a rate where it's like, oh my goodness, man, Dodo, your handles are ridiculous. You just saw a bigger jump already in his career. These guys are already where they are. Like Reggie Bullock is a seasoned veteran. These guys are vets. Like they're old men in the league now. So they're not going to get handles. These guys are working on a 3-point shot. Reggie, Dodo, and them guys are working on a 3-point shot. They are what they are. They want Maxi working on a 3-point shot. Maxi handles are never going to get any better. That's why we talk about Tim Hardaway Jr. He's probably where he is with his handles. We just wish it was better.
Why Dirk ain't been working with Maxi, bro?
I don't understand a whole bunch of people why they don't work with people. I don't understand why Holger wasn't there.
Dirk will put the ball on the floor and put that work in, man.
I don't know why Dirk wasn't playing with. But I mean, Dirk should be playing with or helping out C Wood now. Like C Wood with some Dirk influence as well. Free throws team as well. Free throws Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
JK got some work.
Big Pack, man, fucking been a minute.
Yeah.
Big Pack said Bane Bros were horrible. Luka has to stop shooting threes. Dinwiddie has to go back to being 6-man. More Seawood minutes with Kleber and Luka. Honestly, I would take Westbrook's salary. Jesus. Is that shots fired too?
I don't know, man. I'm on the fence. I saw that trade everybody was talking about. They were sad about. The only piece was just the Reggie Bullock piece I was worried about. Like I'm like, damn,
wait, what trade?
Bullock. It was like a mock trade. Somebody was putting up for us getting Russell Westbrook. It was a 3-team trade.
Oh yeah. That was on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody was like cringing about it. We had to get rid of Reggie Bullock, and I'm like, man, if we just didn't have to get rid of Reggie in that trade, I would have taken it. But I think Reggie gonna be fine. Like Reggie, just a streaky shooter. This is what he was last year too. I think he'll be on a streak. They're not getting as many opportunities to streak though because of Seawood. if that makes sense. Like because when he comes in, his usage rates, if I can talk today, is pretty high. They run through him, except for when Spencer Dinwiddie has the ball, but they run through. That was a shot. But they run through C Wood or whatever.
Shots.
But the guys aren't even shooting that many shots and all. So I don't. I think they need to play together. Luka and C would have to play together, and then other guys have to get other guys involved. Like Beck said, you got to put Spencer on the bench maybe, and then just run through guys with him and Tim Hardaway and just the other guys getting them shots and getting them hot while you're involved in that offense. But Luka Doncic and C Wood should be like Kobe and Shaq, man. You got to run through those guys. They're too dominant. You can't let that sit on the bench.
Is this what you just said, King?
You know that you can't teach. Yep. This is who they are, unfortunately. Yep.
I mean, if they 30 plus, 30, 31, whatever, yeah. So the awful defense and bad ball movement lost us a game. Yeah, man. And rotation, too.
Yep.
Jay asked this. He says, do y'all think John Wall could have helped the Mavs?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because think about it, Jay. Who would you rather have? John Wall or Campazzo?
John Wall.
And he balling right now, too.
Yeah, the thing is that the Mavericks, man.
And he would have been, and think about this, too, Jay. He's doing what he's doing with the Clippers, and he's a second guy, second ball handler. Just imagine if you're taking even more pressure off of him by being the third guy, what would he have done?
They told us, though, bro, that we already had a third ball handler and that we only needed an emergency guy. Mm-hmm. Nah. Campazzo is a third ball handler. It looks like from today's game, we needed a third ball handler. We skipped out on all those guys that we could have got. We could have got Goran Dragic.
Bro, this goes back to when I told you this when we talked about Campazzo in the last video, and I was trying to tell you when we say third ball handler, now you were expecting that third guy to be Spencer Dinwiddie last year. Campazzo was not Spencer Dinwiddie last year.
Nah, he can't see.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Spencer Dinwiddie slid over to JB's role. Now you need somebody to slide into Spencer Dinwiddie's role. You had ample opportunity all offseason, man, to fill that hole, and you waited until the last minute and said, you know what, we're finna go pick up this pen right now and be the third ball handler. Can this pen fill the third ball handler role, King? No. I'm sorry, Spencer Dinwiddie role? Could this pen fill the Spencer Dinwiddie role? No. That's what you need. It's the way your offense is operates and set up. You need that guy to be the Spencer Dinwiddie. Not just a third ball handler. Anybody could be a third ball handler, like you just said. We got Campazzo, a third ball handler. You need that guy to be Spencer Dinwiddie. So from now on, when we say third ball handler, we're gonna start saying you need a Spencer Dinwiddie guy now.
Dinwiddie. We need Kemba.
I would have took Kemba.
Right now, with no him being, he's available, right? Still.
Yes.
Right now, with him taking the veterans minimum, he's gonna take a minimum, whatever it is, 1 year. Yes, we need Kemba.
Non-guarantee, yeah.
We need to cut Campazzo or somebody. Well, play Tyler Dorsey some more. Something got to change, man. They got to figure out something and give somebody roles. They have to establish roles. That whole, I'm tired of this. I told you that I think episodes ago as well, saying that I didn't want to go into this year with that whole trying to figure out roles and during the season and switching lineups and all. I want an established team. I want to know what my team is, what the roles are, and who will be in at certain situations. I don't want that whole having to figure out and touch buttons and all that. That isn't a good thing. So they need to figure it out. Jason Kidd need to solidify his team in positions.
Baypack says new season, same problems. We don't have anyone who knows how to play besides staying on the corner and waiting for Luka. Every team already knows how to play against us. Yeah, man, and I touched on that too, Baypack. I've been saying that. I said it'd be nice to have multiple guys out there that's not dependent on Luka. And so now your starting lineup, you got 3 guys depending on Luka now with Spencer Dinwiddie. And then you only have 2 legit guys out there that can actually go out there and get their own in Spencer and Luka, who are the only 2 ball handlers we have. No. Now you can throw in Campazzo now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
None of our 3 and D guys are athletic either, bro.
Yeah.
And that sucks because it's like, you see how much attention Luka. We need to get more athletic on the team, just in general. You see how much attention Luka Doncic creates. Like, it's times when you watch him, there's like 3 guys around him, or 4 or 5 even. Why isn't somebody cutting to the rim? Why is it always standing there for the 3-point shot because you can't run quick enough or whatever because you're not fast and can't do
It's
anything
funny,
else?
King. Remember we said that before? We said
Yeah.
that's like the one element of the team that we're missing is a guy that can. And we said that when we were talking about the idea of picking up Dennis Smith. We need somebody who just cut to the basket,
Cut,
bro.
man, cut.
And that's all he doing right now. In did you watch that game the other day with him?
Yep.
And
when he started,
yeah,
like just cut. That's all you
just
easy.
cut.
Again, more easy buckets. That's another way you don't have to dribble. Just cut.
Like you just like with the cut thing. How many times did New Orleans kill us tonight with the cutting?
A lot of times. Too many times. Even Jackson Hayes and stuff like that. Cutting.
Beppe says they shut down everyone and let Luka score. We're 1-6 since last playoffs when Luka scored 35 plus. Westbrook will not look worse, and at least we can dump 41 million on the salary cap for next season.
You're just gonna give it to you're just giving it to Christian Wood.
Yeah. Oh man, here we go. Let me see what this one was. He says, I say bench Bullock and start Wood alongside JaVale.
If that's the case, you're going to trade Bullock. And if you're trading somebody, you probably don't want to bench him because then it's going to be harder to trade him. So that's the catch-22, Steve. Or Stephen. I'm sorry, either one. If I made a mistake.
Frank says, I don't know, but either Nico or Mark Kidd didn't want to look like fools after JP thing. He said, yes, Maxi isn't amazing, but he would be solid off the bench, not 20 plus minutes. Yeah.
I mean,
Frank, that's what we're saying. Like, when you got those 2 other guys this offseason, you were thinking his minutes is going to be cut down. He's going to be used in a more compact role. And it's like you continue to keep giving him these major minutes and stuff and during crunch time and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Over Christian Wood. That's the part we don't understand.
I'm not liking Maxi Kleber in any minutes. I'm not liking Maxi Kleber the first 2 minutes he played. I'm not like, because I don't. If he played 15 minutes right now, I wouldn't like him. Like, if he played 10 minutes at the beginning, I'm like, well, why is Maxi out there? That's how I feel right now. Like, Maxi Kleber's giving us nothing, man. He's not a knockdown shooter anymore where it's like, all right, that's going to go in, Maxi. Like, no. There's nothing Maxi I feel like he's good at anymore right
now. Big Pack says Luka's 12-6, 12-6 rotation has to change. I don't know, maybe 10-6, 10-12.
Yeah, he talking about the time as far as I mean, I don't think it should be set. That's my whole thing. It should just be should flow.
Game.
Yeah, I hate that it's a set rotation. It's like we lose and we go down, we starting to lose and going down by 8 and all that. And it's like still sit Luka to the 6-minute point. Like, nah, like put him in.
So, Beck, that last 10 is at the. Oh, okay. I see what he's saying.
He's saying he should be playing 38 minutes, and that's another thing people say about Luka Doncic. Like, he doesn't play enough minutes, bro. It's too many minutes. For the team to be as reliant on him as it is. He does not play enough minutes.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you on that rotation, Beck. I would do 10-6, 10-12.
I wouldn't 12 in fourth quarter every time. I'd probably 12 first quarter and then 12.
So what? So throw 2 on that 6 and then maybe 10-10.
Or I do 10. I do like a 12, 8, 8, 10.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Like a 12, 8, 8, 10 or something like that. Like I wouldn't give him 12 in the fourth quarter though. Like I want him to get a little rest in the fourth quarter. Some time to be like, even if it's like the switch on the offense, defense or something real quick, just give him breaks. Because fourth quarter is when it's go time. So I don't want him playing all 12 minutes all the time in the fourth quarter.
Thomas says, but let's not forget Pels had 3 players out. Mavs started the game weak. Even when they got the lead, they technically was still playing from behind just from the momentum Pels had. Yeah, man, yeah. And that's what I'm saying, Thomas. They didn't take this team serious, man. And that's human nature, I guess. For you to sit there and be like, and they asked Kid about that before the game. It was like, yo, without those two guys in there, we're gonna still treat this as if they're playing without Brandon Ingram and Zion. That is, we're gonna still treat this game as if they're playing. But human nature, I guess, like I said, it came there with that mind frame of, we got this. Cause you could, like you said, you could tell the way they came out the gate, just kind of nonchalant, not a lot of energy. The Pels was just coming at them, and it took Dallas a while to finally say, okay, now we're gonna start playing and start playing a little bit of defense or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So then at that time, it was kind of like too late. You know what I mean? It's like you exerted so much energy trying to get back into the game to the where it's like towards the end of the game, it's like stuff kind of got discombobulated, the rotation got messed up, and all this other type of stuff. So, no, you're right, man.
Bro, is Maxi Kleber definitely better than JaVale McGee right now? I know y'all went hard on JaVale McGee. That's why I'm like, I don't understand why everybody's defending him. No, I love Maxi too. Like, you can't defend him. He's trash right now. If JaVale McGee is trash, Maxi Kleber is as well. That's all. I mean,
that's a good question though. Yeah, definitely a good question. Which one you rather have? That's a good question. Frank says I'm fine keeping Maxi as bench depth, but I thought we agreed last year that he's a bench player, not a starter. Yeah, in my opinion, at most he should get 15 minutes, no more. I think we probably cool with that too. Backpack says is Kimball still available? It's not too late to pick him up instead of Pinson. Ooh, he said instead of Pinson. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with him. Pinson shouldn't be on the team. Pinson should be a coach. I don't know why Pinson's on the team.
That was a roster spot. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's roster spots. I don't know why the Mavericks love using roster spots. That's foolish.
Let's see. Any more W teams? Yes. Mark said, real reason why Maxi is playing bad, he already signed a contract. He's safe money wise, so no need for effort. Expect them to change the lineup in the coming games. I hope you're right, Martin. Yeah. I hope you're right. Yeah, I definitely hope you're right. But no, it's funny what you said there, Martin. You said he playing away because he already saved. Yeah, he got his contract. So he said that already. Started already.
And it didn't even start yet. This guarantee money not even started.
Yeah, it kicks in next year. So it literally got like 4 years. You got this year and then 3 years. So yeah.
Maxi retired.
Says, yeah. Controversial opinion: Westbrook will flourish next to Luka because he knows how to cut to the paint. I'm good on Westbrook.
No, back. He won't. At any other time, I used to be a huge Westbrook fan. He won't. Russell Westbrook is it's not even just his ability. He lost his number one ability, which is his athleticism.
Yeah.
His athleticism is trash now. Like, I mean, it's not trash, but it's not Russell Westbrook's at all. Nowhere near where he used to be. So he's like bricking layups where Russell Westbrook used to get past people and just go easy. He can't even get up.
And he's shooting like 20-some% from the field, 8% from three.
His shot is just broken. Like
he still makes the same bad decision during crunch time in the game. So no, I'm good, man.
Bro, he shot that shot when they were up.
Yeah, it was like 27 seconds left in the game, like 18 in the shot clock.
No.
You saw LeBron do this. It was like, because it was like Anthony Davis went down the court like this, and then you see the one up top where you saw Patrick Beverley was like, he ran down the court like this, like what was going on?
I keep telling everybody though, not to switch it off the Mavs real quick, but the Lakers situation, he's a scapegoat though, man. I think Lamar Odom said it. It's Anthony Davis, man. Anthony Davis is gone. He got his ring and all. He's done. Like,
and we talking about this, man.
You see him shoot the 3-pointer, and Nurkic just left him alone and like rubbed his nose real quick, like he shot the side of the backboard.
I told y'all this already about him today. I'll tell you my opinion about him. Corey says Cleveland should be coming out and for Doe and Reggie. Oh, Doe and Reggie and not McGee. Like, seriously, WTF. Yeah, man. I mean,
I don't know what they got Maxi playing. What is he a defender? Like this, I'm so lost,
I
bro.
think they got him mostly at the 5.
But he was playing the 1 at the end of the game. Like, you feel me? He was defending the 1. He was defending CJ McCollum every time at the end of the game.
Frank said it's definitely someone's fault in the coaching staff. They need to stop treating bench players as starters and starters as bench players. I'm fine Wood at 6 man, but he needs to play 30+ minutes. Amen, Frank. Amen.
Yeah. That's 6 man. You got to stop it. They got to stop it. Anybody, it's foolish. He's too good. It's foolish. Nobody wants to be. Who's been a 6 man? You say Rory Tarpley, okay, and then he had his issues with like behind the scenes issues and all that kind of stuff. What? Why should Christian Woods like be on the bench? This makes no sense. What all stars don't make it off the bench and all of that? This is ridiculous. He's the best. He's the second best player by far, bro. When is the second best player on your team by far? Like, no one's close to him on the bench. He gets whatever he wants. Like street clothes. Got whatever he wanted. He should get whatever he wants.
Steph says, if Kleber wasn't from Germany, I doubt we'd have gotten that. He would have gotten an extension.
You're probably right.
I don't even think it's because he's from Germany, man. It's just like I think it's Mark Cuban. He fell in love with guys like Kleber and the White Powell because they're locker room guys. Bro, they're culture locker room guys. So
he better not do it, bro.
Nice. They don't cause any issues. They play it safe. They play by the book or whatever the case is. And they just want to keep him on for camaraderie and continuity reasons.
Dang, bro, did you see the alert? The Woj bomb that just came through?
No, what happened?
Dwight Powell just signed a 3-year contract.
You lying?
I'm lying. I just want to see.
Oh, man, don't do that, bro.
I just want to see you.
Bro, don't do that, man. Bro.
I just wanted to see your reaction. Oh man, if they do that, it's over, bro. I'm still waiting there. Now I'm looking at all this stuff.
We're not doing another show.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We might have to cancel this. Do a black screen and say sorry. You had to stop and all that. Like, this is technical difficulties. I don't know if I could do this show anymore if they re-signed Dwight Powell, man. I'm serious.
Because you said that, I'm looking. There are some alerts on my phone. So I'm just like, man, don't tell me one of these alerts is him getting that contract. I'll be mad.
I'd cry on the show, literally.
Bro.
I'd cry right now if that came through.
And Nico, we trust all that be out the window, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm done. We can throw all that away.
Exactly. Let me see. Okay, whatever. Sounding says, big mistake tonight was leaving Campazzo on the floor for so long, especially giving him the ball with the shot clock expiring.
That wasn't his fault.
No, that wasn't his.
That was
he got set
Dinwiddie.
up.
That was Spencer Dinwiddie's fault.
No, I was gonna say, I think you talking about the one where Dorian gave him the ball and he tried to shoot that little floater from like 35 feet out or whatever.
Yeah, because Spencer was the one on the side, and then he got caught up, and then gave him the ball with like 8 seconds left, and they had to, between him and Dodo, throwing back and forth to get a shot off real quick. And I think after the shot, even Spencer came up to him and said, "My bad, I messed up," and all that, because Spencer was supposed to have the ball in that late situation, not Campazzo.
Matter of fact, if you think about it too, Dodo had a wide open. He was kind of open right there in the paint for that little like 10-foot jumper.
Uh-huh.
He hesitated, dribbled out some more, and then gave it to Campazzo. But he even said that during the game. I was saying that before they even said it. I was like, what are you doing? You had a wide shot.
But Maxi
got to throw it to Campazzo. He got to shoot it at the buzzer or whatever.
Maxi got an offensive rebound, I think, on the Luka 3, and he was he was under the rim, and I'm like, Maxi, you 6'10", go up and score. And he threw it right back out to like Reggie Bullock and all that, and went back around the circle. I'm like, these guys, man, under 6'10" under the rim. Maxi Kleber misses so many layups at the rim. Sometimes he gets the foul call, and it's still so many times where he gets the foul call, and you like, that should be an and one. That was too easy, right. Maxi. You right there, finish it. You under the rim. Nope. He can't do it. That's not his game.
You said finish it, no Mortal Kombat?
No Mortal Kombat. Friendship.
Friend says, I forgot when, but I saw this that apparently Kid said he's giving more responsibility to the players to call for stops and all of that. You still need to coach them. That's your job. Yeah, man. Yeah. Still definitely need to coach them.
Yeah, he tried to.
The
He tried to
Suns'
ride
loss
through.
was inexcusable. The Pelicans' loss is worse. 1 or 2 games could be the difference between home court or not. Yeah, Knicks, we said that too.
We 2 games behind Portland now
Yeah,
already.
already,
Mm-hmm.
already. Steph says starting lineup: Luka, Finley, Dinwiddie, Wood, and McGee. I said Finley.
Yeah,
I say Finley or Finney.
you
Finney.
said Finley, but Finney Smith.
Um, yeah, but now how's Reggie gonna play off the bench? That's King's worst nightmare right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like the thing, it's about the chemistry. We got a team built on chemistry as well. It's these guys that overachieve in chemistry. You put Reggie on the bench. I'm telling you, that's a wrap. I'm, I'm telling you, I've been trying to say it for a while.
Corey says his rotation needs to be fixed. Yeah, just need to solidify that rotation, man. Like it's like we all. I think we all in agreement out here, man.
Yeah, but
Christian Wood got to get 30+ minutes a game. There should be no excuse why he's getting under 30 minutes.
the way you fix this, real, I'm serious. You have to put Spencer Dinwiddie on the bench. The issue is that you have your guy that you don't need a second ball handler on the floor when you have Christian Wood on the floor. Like they play a 2-man game. You can't lead. You can't double team Luka Doncic. So you don't need another ball handler beside him. It's like saying they can double team Kobe when Shaq was on the floor. No, you can't because Kobe has a guy they can give the ball to. So you don't need Dinwiddie on the starting lineup if you put Christian Wood in the lineup. And then Dinwiddie leads the second unit. He's still that third ball handler off the bench.
Nick says Luka's already looking banged up in his third game of the season. Him playing high level basketball nonstop year in and year out is getting caught smoking cigs allegedly worries me a lot.
Oh no, he smokes. He smokes eggs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it worries me all the time. Next, we talk about it a lot on the show.
Let me see. I think I read that one, Martin, already. Yeah, did I read this one? Yeah, I read that one.
No, I don't think you read that Martin one about the
I
60.
did. That's the one I said. It'll be fine. It's only 3 games. It's still gonna win 60. I said
Oh,
that
I
up
didn't know he
top.
said 60. Okay. I'm sorry.
Let me see. Hold on. Make sure. Guys, one. All right, guys. Remember, WTM's out. You want us to answer your question, your comment. Dallas Man says, "Do we beat the Nets?" I think so.
I think we
I
beat the
think
Nets
so.
too. That's the game. Luka
Yeah,
going to
cause
actually, if he's playing, going to show up for it.
yeah. Hopefully.
He going to cook Ben Simmons like everybody been doing. Hopefully. No,
Marco
that's the worst
says
enemy.
the point is Dodo and Bullock focus in defense. We just can't let Luka get doubled or tripled without giving solutions, and then try thinking about trade or increasing Woods' minutes. Dodo and Reggie, okay.
I don't want to lose Dodo and Reggie. I think I'm telling y'all, just put Christian Wood in the starting lineup, bro. I think that solves all the problems. You can put him at the 4 if you want to. Move Dodo back at the 3 and Reggie at the 2. That defense in threes will work. You cannot okay. I want y'all everybody to think about it. It's like LeBron with Anthony Davis. You cannot double team anybody off of that pick and roll. There's no double team that you can't. How? So you don't have to worry about the double team and the guy being there because you have another guy that's a threat. You got to start C Wood and put Spencer Dinwiddie on the bench. I'm calling it again.
Martin says working on an Asian oil rig. He said there's a storm right now, and girls who regularly visit via boats canceled. Even worse, all my 14s lost today. I'll stop betting for a while, so expect a mass win streak. Okay, Martin. Oh yeah,
All
you do
right.
be betting, Martin. I forgot about that. It's been a while, man. Yeah. Sorry to hear about that, Martin. Sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah.
Harold says Mavs are too predictable. A bunch of 3D sneaky guys and Luka having to do everything. Jason Kidd benching Seawood is getting on my damn last nerves. Said Pels have a better constructed roster. Jesus. Is that shots fired, King, or
It is.
what's
I
up?
really don't think the team that bad though. I don't think it's that bad. I just think I told you it's roster adjustments. J.K. got to put the roster the right way. I don't think it's a bad team.
Let me answer this right here.
Mm-hmm.
He said, LaRon the Great says Luka has to learn how to play off the ball. It bring another variable to the bringing another variable to the offense and saves energy for the fourth quarter. He said, sorry to say, Jaden Hardy should play over Josh Green. What is he on? I don't know about that last part, but yeah, I mean, and that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, man. If you had another guy who played the Spencer Dinwiddie role from last year, that would have helped. Because remember, I said Dirk. Luka was a whole lot fresh going into the fourth quarters and stuff when we had picked up Spencer Dinwiddie. Because now you had Luka, you had JB, and you had Spencer Dinwiddie. You had those three guys that can alleviate minutes off of each other. You don't really have that now. So it seems like the team is a little bit more dependent now, which it kind of makes sense because with Luka, without having that third guy, Luka's touches and his minutes stuff gonna go, his usage gonna go up. We already saw that coming. That was like common sense. You know what I mean? Like until they fill that third role, that Spencer Dinwiddie role from last year, it's what's going to happen. So
I don't feel like people keep saying with the off-ball stuff. Who's getting them the ball? That's how I keep feeling. Like who's we just talked about Spencer Dinwiddie's playmaking not being that great. Who's getting him the ball? And I feel like Luka Doncic, they don't talk about his what is it, dribble handoff they give to him all the time. That's playing off the ball. There was a lot of times they were doubling him off the ball and forcing him not to have the ball. He had to run around and catch and get the dribble handoff. That's off the ball movement to get the ball in his hand some way. We have Dodo, Reggie Bullock, like we said, those guys. They're going to give Luka the ball off the ball. Like they're going to be able to do something and find him open, running around without the ball. No,
Maxi Kleber.
Yeah, they have no one to do that.
DCR says, remember last season it took some time to figure it out. We'll get there. Yeah,
I believe it.
but the main thing this year though, DCR was they wanted to get out the gate a whole lot, in a better shape than they were last year. You know what I'm saying, with the 16 and 18. So, I mean, you could be right. Just actually, you are right. We're gonna have to give it some time. You might not have a choice because we don't think that kids rotation and all that stuff, minute distribution is solidified right now. So you might be right. Johnny B says King Josh Green still looking the same. What's happening? What's happened to the leap?
I don't know, but I just realized the rebound was 37 to 26. Jeez, that was it. That's all the rebounders his team did. Luka had 11.
They were shooting like 80%.
No, in the first quarter they had like 70%.
First half, and I think Dallas shooting like nearly 60%.
Luka had 11 rebounds. The next closest person was Seawood with 6 off the bench. Maxi with 5, and then Reggie had 5. Spencer and them had 2. Oh man, yeah, I don't know, man. This was not a good game. You didn't have a team up. This falls on coaching completely. This is a coaching game. You don't lose these games. Not with this team. That's on the coach. But Josh, to go back to Josh Green, I don't know. He's just not playing minutes. Like I don't know what guys expecting him playing like 10, 12 minutes. Like he gonna probably get 4 shots at the most in the game usually. Y'all like make 2 or 4 or something. Look at Reggie. Reggie was 1 for 8 in 35 minutes. Dodo shot 5 times in 35 minutes. I don't know what they expect.
Martin says, don't be surprised if Dwight King signs a 3-year contract with the Mavs. He's very close with the organization. Oh my God, bro. He said he even runs a charity with Cuban. Oh my God. Martin, I'm trying to tell you right now, if that happened, y'all might not be seeing no more We Talk Mavs shows. I'm not playing. I would not be able to handle it if they sign that dude to another 3 years. JaVale McGee is awful. That was the worst decision of the offseason. I'm not gonna say he's awful, but I just don't see it's not a clear cut upgrade from what we were getting from Dwight Powell. I don't feel his impact the way we thought we were gonna feel it over Dwight Powell. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, maybe it'll change with time. You know what I'm saying? Because between the preseason and in these games now, we're getting a whole lot of days in between. So maybe when they get pick up on more games, he can kind of get a little bit more burn with the team, and maybe he'll play a little better. I don't know, but I'm not gonna say he's awful. I'm just gonna say I don't feel that impact that we've been talking about this offseason that we thought he would bring.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
He says,
I just
Mavs
don't.
need an actual system. Why don't players cut anymore? Damn, you must just heard we just said. Who said the same thing? He said these players look so scared to dribble. Like, boy, it's like Josh
Why do he
Green is
want
the.
to Josh
I don't know.
Green?
He
Like,
said that this dude Josh Green is turd casserole, man.
yo,
Dang.
y'all choose people want to attack him. That's what y'all do. Like for real, Josh Green is what's giving y'all like of this whole game. This was a Josh Green savior game. He was supposed to come in and save Dodo, Reggie, Maxi, all those
Them
guys.
three guys are the guys I was focused on.
They're
We
all
talked
horrible.
about
And
it.
you like, you know what, Josh Green, come on in and save all these guys, man. Playing your 13 minutes today. Not like I don't know. I just didn't. This wasn't a game where I thought everybody was going to yell Josh Green.
I mean, either that was like I said at the beginning of the video. I forgot he played. Like the other three guys you just named off, those are my main focus. Them guys just you can't do anything but just shoot when somebody give you the ball. You know what I'm saying? Backpack the Powell signs another contract. I would be the first who will advocate for Luka to leave because I don't want this kind of generational talent spending his prime years in the dysfunctional franchise. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, we might not have this show no more if that happens. I'm gonna be so mad, bro. I'm gonna be so mad. Harold said Jason Kidd is Carlisle type of coach, stubborn. Whoa, Harold, you're doing a lot of cussing right now.
You're going too far.
You're going a little too far now. He said, I wish our coaches here were M.A. Udoka. I'm gonna pass on that one. Johnny B says, y'all think we can get DSJ at the trade deadline? I don't know, man, because right now they got rumors that the Hornets are trying to trade what's the boy name, Terry Rozier.
Yeah,
So
and
he might be their backup point guard.
And Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward. So TSJ might be their backup point guard. So I'm not sure.
The way DSJ looking right now, if the Mavericks wanted him, knowing what the Mavericks need, the Hornets might ask for a first round pick.
I'm not on that one.
Who are we going to trade him for, bro? That's what I'm asking you. Who are they going to take from us?
Dwight Powell.
For Dennis Smith Jr., you see how Dennis Smith Jr. playing right now for them? So who are they going to take from us? That's what I'm asking.
Have you seen? Hold on. Have you seen Dwight Powell's community service?
Absolutely, man. I'm sorry. Sorry if I ever doubted.
Yeah, you gotta show some respect, bro. What you talking about?
I'm just saying right now, if you the Hornets and the Mavericks picked up the phone asking for that call, what you taking? You gonna take a second round draft pick for? You gonna take a second round draft pick for DSJ? I'm saying you think that's enough for what he's doing on your team right now?
Well, the thing is, it goes by his contract too.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not making a ton of money, so I wouldn't give up a first for that contract because I don't think his contract even guaranteed. So it's not. Like So I'm not trading a first for a non-guaranteed contract.
I wouldn't trade a first for it either. Is what I'm saying. I wouldn't trade a first for it. What I'm saying is that we have nothing that the Hornets would take.
Dwight Powell.
Okay, you keep saying Dwight Powell. Okay, the boy DSJ having a resurgence over there, and you talking about Dwight Powell. Yeah. All right.
Listen, I'm telling you, man. When he had that community service event that other day, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Go talk to Michael Jordan. Then you better talk to your boy Jordan. Then get him to believe
that.
You
ain't trying to hear me though. I'm trying to tell you, man. So Johnny says, to be honest, Dorian Finney has been looking mid these 3 games. Yeah, he kind of looked mid in the preseason too, but I'm track record. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully he'll pick it up. You know what I mean? Before it's too late. So
you think his defense?
I'm gonna give. Huh?
You think his defenses look bad though?
It's been okay. Like today when he had that block that they tried to challenge, I think that was a good block, bro.
I thought it was too. I think his defense has been good. He was on Ja as well, right?
Been bad.
He was on Ja Moran as well, right?
Yeah, then he had to drop Morant block. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like I felt like Dodo's been on point this game. They switched, and when they
I
were
think he
playing,
means like his overall game, like his
yeah,
shot
his
stuff has
three,
been
his
falling.
shot got to
Yeah,
get on. But I'm saying he's still being elite at what he's elite at. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm like, okay, Dodo gets the benefit of the doubt because he's the one out there playing defense. I think Reggie was playing Devin Booker in the first game. Reggie's been getting cooked. Dodo's been shutting people down.
let's see. Let's try to go through the rest of these, man. So we call it a night. Harold says, I wish Luka would play at least one full game just driving to the basket. Man, no step backs. He said, I had to close my eyes every time he shot from 3-point line. Yeah, Harold, we were just talking about that. That'd be nice if Luka could just drive to the basket because they're not able to stop you from getting to the basket. You're scoring at will at the basket. Take advantage of that, man, until they stop you. You know, until they figure out a way to stop you. Other than that, just like you said, the step backs, man. You're building the defense out with those step backs.
Jason
And
Kidd.
I think he did like 3 of them shots today, man. Where it was earlier in the shot clock he was doing the step back threes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, bro, you kill them in the paint. They can't stop you. You hear the guys on the telecast saying that, and then you build them out with a step back contested three. So
Jason
I
Kidd.
agree, Harold.
Jason Kidd should tell him 1 per quarter, and that's my set.
Backpack said Johnny B. I agree. He said DSJ isn't shooting threes anymore. I would say
Yeah,
he's shooting threes anymore. He's just not really hitting them right now.
yeah. But I think that'll change around. That's what I'm saying. I'm fine. When a guy, that means he's going through a slump right now as far as his shot. If he's still doing the other stuff, Dodo's still giving his all. I get worried when I see guys not doing anything. That's why I said Maxi Kleber is not doing anything.
Of course, Josh isn't even getting the ball. It's not his fault. Yeah, like I said,
There you go, Corey.
my mind was far from Josh. I wasn't even thinking about Josh.
I'm like Josh Green.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm like when y'all was talking about Josh Green, like that. Did y'all like? Y'all must have really dug deep for that one. Or saw one thing happen, like, oh, I'm hanging on to that and I'm bringing it to the show to talk about Josh Green. It's like, what about Kleber and the other 2 defenders that we have on the team that, like King just said, ain't really doing nothing. But I would have never thought y'all would come back Josh Green.
Hey,
Marco says
hold on. If not to say plus minus is a great thing, bro. But Josh Green had a +4 today in the game. So that means when he was in the game, they were winning. Just saying.
He says, Marco says, if Frank is back, did we need Campazzo to play minutes? Yes, because Frank is not really a facilitator like that, man. He's more of a 3-and-D guy.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we definitely needed it. Still need a ball. Cause remember, you had Frank last year, and you still had 3 ball handlers. So yes.
Spencer Dinwiddie was a -15 today, bro.
The Great says, I get you. Dodo, Bullock, and Maxi were to blame, but Josh just got an extension. He didn't get an extension. He just picked up an option on this last year.
Yeah.
He said, I understand he only played 14 minutes, but come on, y'all. He dribbles like he's getting chased by a chihuahua.
I mean, he scored one day, so it don't matter how he dribbles. As I say, he can dribble. He can dribble better than Dodo and all them dudes, though. It don't matter how it look. He can dribble better than those guys.
Oh man, I like that one, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's funny. I need that laugh, man. JC said, "What's good, man? What's good, man? What's good?" That was a good one, man. I gotta give him that one. Johnny says maybe that Westbrook trade ain't that bad. I mean, y'all need to get out that Westbrook trade. Y'all must not. Have y'all been seeing Westbrook the last 3 games? You got the Lakers and Laker Nation begging to get rid of him, and y'all want to pick him up.
They just want his contract, bro. They don't want him, I don't think.
We talking about a contract right now. I thought we were talking about the play of other players. Like,
man, they get rid of him.
He's not going to come here and help us do nothing. Like, I don't
they
want
giving up on the season.
Westbrook.
They done gave up on the season already. It's over.
Yeah, like you want Westbrook after 3 games, man? I need to stop, man. Y'all getting on Josh Green who barely played, but y'all want Westbrook. Like, y'all gotta make it make sense, man. That makes no sense what y'all asking for. Kill Josh Green, but don't kill the guy who's shooting 8% from 3, who make bad decisions in crunch time, it only shoots like 23 or 24% total from the field. Like, that's who y'all want a team, huh? Come on, yeah, I gotta do better, man.
Making 47 million. That's gonna be on the
Making
bench.
47 million. Like, yeah, we just got rid of one guy who wasn't producing. But I'm sorry, he produced more than Westbrook doing, but he wasn't producing, and y'all want to pick this guy up. I feel like I'm on Mad Twitter right now. Marco says if we can get Karis LeVert like Tim Hardaway and two
second-round picks.
Take second-round picks. It could help Spencer boost from.
I guess his mentality.
For his mentality, yeah, I guess it could.
I do THJ and 2 second-round picks for Karis LeVert, but I think they're keeping him though.
I think they're keeping him. He balling right now too.
Yeah.
Frank says, so y'all rather unknowingly wait for an all-star once out or trade for more solid players to build around Luka and Wood? I'd rather trade for lots of solid pieces than one player. I mean, either way, man. You just want to put some around him, better talent around him.
With
put
Wood,
more players that can go get their own around him. I don't care if it's that one star or you get those solid players. They just want to put better talent around him.
With Wood becoming what he is or looking like what he is, I think you should go that route. Like, I don't think you have to go for another superstar. I think you have your 2 guys right now, and then you get other guys that can help out. You go the Clippers route.
Yeah. Here you go. It takes a full unit to be a champion. Look at Golden State and Milwaukee. Everybody got stars, but it's the unsung heroes like Pat Covington and Moses Moody that know what to do and when to do it. Yeah. Amen. Agree. Amen. Ooh, man, Thomas got a good one. He said maybe Reggie for Jay Crowder.
That's when I'll use Dwight Powell.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
We got one more second rounder. We got one more second rounder, right? We still got a second.
I think we got 2 of them. We got 2 second rounds.
How about Dwight in the second rounder?
Is that what Phoenix would want?
Both of them on expiring contracts, right?
Yes.
And you getting a second rounder for a guy that's sitting at home.
So from what I'm hearing, bro, it's not about he want to go somewhere else and play. So from what they were saying, they're saying Jay Crowder wants more money.
Yeah, I know, and then they sent him home. Once they send him home, it's a wrap. They sent him home, so it's done. He's not playing for him anymore. Like I said, if he's going to be sitting at home on an expiring contract, you give another expiring contract that can maybe play for him, actually be there and play, and give him a second-round draft pick. I think that might be enough.
All right, try to ask these last 2 so we can go. Johnny says, so 3 games in for both. Who's playing better, Brunson or Dinwiddie?
You don't want that answer from me.
I'd probably say all around, probably Brunson.
Yeah, it's Brunson. Brunson's more of a guard. Is being more point guard. Dinwiddie looks good shooting the shot, but the all-around game, man, like Brunson just is a point guard.
It's the last one. Harold says, dang it was the last one. Harold said by the end of the season, we need to get rid of Bertans, Frank, Josh, THJ, DP, Capazzo, Dorsey, Theo. They ain't helped no one win anything. Dang. He said just clean it all up. Okay. Frank says, then we got to bust them first-round picks. So bust them first-round picks, no complaining about bigger fishes. Yeah. No, Dallas Mavs, no.
But hold on, Frank. You can't do that. You do not give up any first-round picks until you have Christian Wood signed on the dotted line. You cannot give up any first-round picks until Christian Wood is long-term. You cannot give up first-round picks and then lose him in the summer. That would crush us.
Logan says not gonna overreact. Season just started. Yeah, but not overreacting. But there are some things they need to clean up, though. Logan, definitely some things need to clean up. Martin said Brunson was balling out Dinwiddie in the playoffs last year. He said if Spencer does not play well, he'll be the target of Mavs fans' hatred. Ooh.
Hey man. I mean,
Shots.
shots, but some of that stuff sound like some stuff we talking about on the show, though, bro.
Yeah. And Harold says Seawood's 4 for 120.
Right now, about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. All right, guys, it's gonna do it for us, y'all. We had a good one tonight. Even though we didn't win, but it's gonna be okay. We'll hopefully we'll get the dub on Thursday, guys. We play Brooklyn Nets here on Thursday. They're struggling themselves, so we'll see how that goes.
No, it's
Listen,
must win.
guys, if you
It's must win.
yeah, it pretty much is. Can't go
It's
can't
must
go
win.
1-3, man. It's
You can't lose to them right
gotta
now.
stop with the slow starts. Gotta stop with the slow starts.
You can't lose to them with them struggling right now. But go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Gotta capitalize on it. Definitely gotta capitalize. But listen, guys, if you're new to the channel, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys, for more math content. We will be back here on Thursday after the Brooklyn Nets game. They're playing in Brooklyn. Also, guys, if you enjoyed the content, please, guys, do us a huge favor. It don't cost you anything. Just one little tap of that like button. That'll help us out a lot, guys. It'll help build up the algorithm for more math fans like yourselves to find us and join the Glow Yard gang. Also, guys, we're gonna change our overlay too because we got a whole lot more socials. King hooked us up with every social media site on the planet Earth. It's pretty much We Talk Mavs on all the social sites, guys. So you guys can follow us on, like I said, it's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. What am I missing?
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, basically anything. Like I said, anything
Yeah,
you
I think
got. We there.
Facebook too. So yeah,
Yep,
we on pretty much
we on
all of them.
Facebook too. Yeah.
Yeah, so on all of them. So follow us on there. King, is there anything I'm missing?
Share, and more share, you guys. Put a lot of time into these social medias with Rel as well, and the rest of our team. And if you could, I try to share stuff on everything. And if you have the time, just a little bit of opportunity, just share it so someone else may be able to see it and come watch the show. I know a lot of you guys love our show, and we appreciate and love you guys too. Help us out. Thank you, guys.
And the great man, we appreciate it. Man. He says sorry for roasting Josh Green. He said, but I high hopes on y'all's my favorite math channel. Appreciate it, man. We definitely appreciate it, bro.
My man. Thank you.
All right, guys. With all that being said, man, it is your boy Rail. I got my boy King. This is We Talk Math here on the Globe Math Production. We'll catch y'all on Thursday, same math time, same math channel, and we out. Go Mavs.